Up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Listen.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. On second down, here's Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
65.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun. 21. He's checking. Flag. White. 11. Flag. 6.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check it. 2.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, twisting away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Bills. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run with Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Drops it off for Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Breida. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
21.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the play goes for 19 yards. Yards gives him a new set of downs. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Breida. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
65. Hurry up.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Watch two. 20. 80. You. 1, Omaha. 21.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Okay, you got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Quan Alexander in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Fielded at about the 28. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. I got you. White. 21. Under 10.
Garoppolo on 1st down. 20! The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go. Stick.
This is Breida. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross
it didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Goff. Flushed out, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the end zone, Goff eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. So 1:55 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
13. Black 80. 80. Hey, go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Gold is able to put it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On first down, it's gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10.
Everyone's got four down. 120, 180.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he stopped immediately there. And a tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Goff now on second down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
No, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. They are going for it. Goff. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Is able to put it through, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, here's Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner in there with pressure yet again, and that's the Seventh time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's gone. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
We got 4. We got 4. By 20!
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, we got 4. We go, Salad. 180. 48, Mike. 48, Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Turbo set.
And they take a knee. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Here we go. 180. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, watch the ball.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. And they will take a knee here. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the Rams getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Four down, four down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charlie.